WGAL News 8 Today starts now.
Good morning, everyone. Wednesday today, it is 4:30. I'm Matt Barcaro.
I'm Caitlin Smith. Chief Meteorologist Christine Ferreira told us about the rain yesterday, so what's the timing?
Well, it's coming in today, but not for the morning commute. So later this afternoon, this evening should be a wet commute for you. Let me show you our Storm Team Live radar network, which is currently dry. Won't rule out a shower later this morning, but the majority of the rain, at least the steadier rain, will arrive this afternoon and continue at times through evening. Temperatures very mild, lots of 50s on our map. 54 degrees in Harrisburg, the same in York, 52 for Selinsgrove, and our 12-hour forecast calls for a mainly dry morning. Then the showers start to roll in late morning with widespread rain later this afternoon into the evening. So our high temperature today should be around 60 degrees, almost 10 degrees below average. We're going to stay near 60 next couple of days. I'll have that forecast for you up next.
Thanks, Christine. Harrisburg City Council is approving an agreement with the city's police union, giving officers pay raises over the next 3 years. Officers will get paid a little more than $59,000 this year, and then that will increase to $68,000 in 2028.
Also in new this morning, Harrisburg City Council approved a new budget for the demolition of William Penn High School. The budget will now be about $6.8 million. That's up about $600,000 from the original budget. This is because of a requirement from the Environmental Protection Agency to do asbestos testing before the old school is knocked down. The testing is to make sure everything on the site in the future for whatever is built there has a strong foundation. Money from the demolition will come from the city's budget. The current cost, though, could change depending on the results of the asbestos testing.
In Springersbury Township in York County, people living in homeless encampments on private property now have less than 2 weeks to move. Flyers were placed on April 9th, giving those living there 30 days to get out. Police say there are several encampments on private properties. There's the flyer we were mentioning. The owners of those private properties have asked that those living there move after getting nuisance calls and reports of fires and also violent crimes, even deaths in some cases, according to police. A nonprofit called Friends and Neighbors of Pennsylvania was called in to help those people find a new place to stay.
I mean, my initial thought was, where are they supposed to go? It is becoming harder for them to find places to be, and they're being pushed further out.
The deadline to move is May 9th, and police say if those people are not out by then, they could face criminal trespass charges.
State lawmakers are considering more measures to decriminalize homelessness by allowing unhoused people to sleep outside when no shelter is available. Lancaster County State Representative Izzy Smith-Waddell is the primary sponsor for what's called the Shelter First Act. It passed a House committee this week. If signed into law, it would require municipalities to provide adequate indoor shelter before enforcing ordinances against living outside. In 2024, the U.S. Supreme Court ruled that cities are allowed to ban camping and sleeping in public spaces.
It's 4:33, and today Hanover Borough Council is hearing from its residents about a proposal to remove fluoride from its drinking water supply. Hanover's mayor was the deciding vote to pause this proposal last month to give more time to talk about the issue. The information session will go over fluoride uses, costs, and supply, and what next steps borough leaders will take if they do decide to remove it. Tonight's meeting is set for 6 o'clock at the Administration Building in Hanover. Another meeting for public comment will be May 14th, and then Borough Council will review the considerations again on May 20th and 27th.
Lancaster City Council heard from 5 people vying to fill the council seat that was left empty when Amanda Piquet resigned to become the chief of staff for Mayor Arroyo. The candidates answered questions from city council members about how best they could serve the city and its residents. The new council member will be voted in at a special meeting on Monday.
A former State Department of Human Services employee is now charged after investigators say she stole SNAP benefits. The Office of the State Inspector General and the Lancaster County DA's office say Ebony Royster worked at the Lancaster County Assistance Office. They say she used her access to personal information to steal those SNAP benefits and then use them at stores in Lancaster and York counties.
The Cumberland County DA's office announced 4 more arrests in the county's anti-human trafficking efforts. Investigators say 2 illegal massage parlors in Lemoyne were targeted in their most recent investigation. The investigators searched the new QQ Spa on State Street and the Azalea Spa on South 10th Street. They arrested Wei Wu, Liang Shu, and Ying Zhang. They also they arrested Wei Wu, Liang Shu, and Ying Zhang. They also they arrested Wei Wu, Liang Shu, and Ying Zhang. They also they arrested Wei Wu, Liang Shu, and Ying Zhang. They also they arrested Wei Wu, Liang Shu, and Ying Zhang. They also The DA's office says a person submitted an anonymous tip in January about his experience at the new QQ spa that prompted an investigation, where the detective allegedly found a link between that spa and the Azalea Spa.
In Lebanon County, a task force says it caught women living in a day spa there who were offering sexual acts to customers. After months of surveillance, the Lebanon County Human Trafficking Task Force arrested 2 women and shut down the MK Spa that's along Route 72. Investigators charged Xian Sarah Ma and Shimei Dong. Neighboring businesses say they had suspicions about what was happening at that spa.
A lot of us knew that this has been going on for years and years and years, and it was just, they'd shut one down and 3 more would pop up. It was like whack-a-mole with it. So like they did their best, and I'm glad that they're doing what they're doing.
Officers started watching that business back in February. Both suspects now face prostitution charges.
A teller at a Perry County bank shared the moment that she says a man came into the branch, threatening her with a gun and demanding money. Charging documents show that Christopher Granis drove a stolen car from Worcester, Massachusetts to Perry County and then robbed the Penny and Bank in Newport. Police say Granis is from Massachusetts and was previously arrested for robbing banks there. Now an employee is trying her best to move on from that encounter, from what she calls a traumatizing moment.
It replayed in my mind, trouble sleeping, bad memories. You know, trauma is a very real thing, and I don't know that everybody understands the impact, the psychological impact that it can have on a person.
Charging documents say Granis grabbed over $1,800 from the bank. He now faces multiple felony counts of robbery and terroristic threats. His preliminary hearing is set for today.
Lebanon police released new information about the death of a woman at a car wash earlier this month. Police say after the death of 26-year-old Gladys Lopez Echeverria, the Lebanon City Fire Department took a look at the on-site vacuum unit at the Carriage House car wash. The York County coroner says Lopez Echeverria leaned against that vacuum while she was there on April 15th and then collapsed. The fire department determined that that unit was not safe and immediately disconnected the power. Police say they learned the day before that a customer had reported an electrical concern with a different vacuum unit on that same car wash. Police say a technician found a fault and did repair it and tested it. Police say the investigation is still ongoing. So far, no criminal charges have been filed. Police do plan to consult with the DA's office. The coroner says an autopsy could not determine how she died and that more tests are needed.
Right now, more than 90 animals are being treated after they were rescued from a house in West Hempfield Township, Lancaster County last week. The animals were taken to the Mainline Animal Shelter in Chester County to help them prepare to find new homes. But the animal shelter says now it is in need of cleaning supplies and cat carriers to continue their work helping the animals.
Our particular location received 16 cats and 34 dogs. The ultimate goal is to have cats like Bailey, our senior cat, adopted and be in that loving home.
Donations are being accepted at the West Hempfield Township Fire and Rescue. Those donations will be taken to the SPCA locations that are caring for the animals.